friends. Today we're going to work on page 76 of our Handwriting Without Tears workbook. And this is a picture of MatMan, and he has some words. And these words are called labels. So for different parts of his body, we're going to have a label. So if you're having some trouble figuring out which label belongs to his certain body parts, you can see we have lots of arrows to look at. So if we start at the top and we see an arrow that's pointing at his head, and if we follow it backwards, we see that our label is head. So what I want you to do with me is we're going to trace each one of these labels together, and then we are going to write them. If you need to pause this video at any time, if I'm moving too fast, go right ahead, or you can just trace along with me. I'm going to move it up so you guys can see it. Remember to keep those letters kind of close together whenever they're in a word. Head. Alright, so now we need to find another label. Let's see, what about body? His body. We can see this is his body. So let's find the arrow that's pointing to it and follow it backwards, and there is our next word that we're going to trace. B-O-D-Y. Perfect. All right, let's see. Let's find another one. What about his hand? Hand. Well, there's a hand, and there's a hand. There's no arrow on this one, but there's an arrow on this one. So let's follow backwards and trace that label. Hand. H. A. N. D. Hand. Alright, we have a couple more labels. Let's trace ear. Let's find our ear label. There's our ear. Follow it backwards. And there's our label. Hope you guys can see this. Ear. Alright, we have two more labels. Let's do his foot. There's our arrow. You can always place your other hand on the paper to stabilize it if you need it. And our last label, we have our arrow for leg. Follow it backwards and trace. L-E-G. is all of our MatMan body labels.